All right, so my name's Sebastian Gutierrez,
And my name's Lexi Santuri.
and the name of our app is Calendar Share. So the kind of app it is, it's basically a socially usable app that allows the user to type in their schedule into a calendar, then choose the people who they want to send it to via text messages. So obviously they type in their number, and then share their schedule with their friends, family, coworkers, or coaches, or whoever they want to tell what their schedule is, so then they can make plans more effectively, hang out better, work on projects, etc.
And for the design, this is a picture of our user interface. And as you can see, the user can type in their schedule for the week in the text boxes, and then they can press choose recipients, so they can then type in the numbers they want to send their schedule to. Then they can go back and share their schedule with these numbers, and it will share everything in the text box that they typed in for their schedule.
So our storyboard is basically so the user opens up the app, the user types in their schedule for each respective schedule or day. The user will then click choose recipients, which will take them to a new screen. The user will then type in the phone numbers of the people who they want to send their schedule to. The user will then click back, which will close the current screen and bring them back to the original one. The user will then click share, which then the app will then send their schedule via text message to all the people they chose to send it to.
And for some of the blocks for the share button, we used a texting component along with a TinyDB, and the TinyDB would store everything that was typed in the text boxes for the schedule, and then we called the texting component to send everything in the text boxes. And for the choose recipients button, we also used a TinyDB because it had to store the list of phone numbers that you want to send your schedule to.
And then yeah, and then we also use the same thing with the button back. We use a TinyDB to then store the information that you put on screen 2 to then bring it back to screen 1. So then when you hit share, it will send the information on its way via text messaging. And as you can see here, we put close screen and not open a new screen because you want to close this current screen, which will bring you back to the original. You don't want to keep layering them up and down. And as you can see here, here's my phone. And you can vaguely see Lexi sent me her schedule via calendar share, and you can see if you can see her, she had softball, art, etc. And yeah, so our feedback was pretty good. I gave it to a couple guys down my hall, and they said it was useful. They said obviously it could be spruced up a little bit, but other than that, they said it was very cool, and they liked it a lot.